this some manner of trial?
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. It was stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. Tis no exaggeration. He's had people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Now it's gone. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite Orb could be Ed.
Pray, sir, see, as for where to look, you could try asking a bandit, or someone who's apprised of illicit dealings.
The Jadeite Orb is...
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. 'Tis nigh impassable now. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure aught's aright with it? Could it be aught's befallen the cenotaph? I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat. If I cannot dissuade you from pressing onward, perhaps you'd...
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the Jadeite Orb? Fie! If Master Everard finds out what I've done, I shall be dead before the morrow.
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you not? Tell is you travel quite a bit. Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulv? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste. And in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service. Of that. So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the Jadeite Orb? Very well. Pray...
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see it. Truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of... I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Pray do not rush. Hope to see you again. Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rog was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that, sir? You will save my grandson if you return him to me. I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
Shall we seek some answers?
I truly appreciate your offer to aid us with this, friend. Had you not spoken up when you did, I fear Morris would have rushed straight into the jaws of those fell beasts. I know he's in pain. I am too. But trying to resolve this ourselves would only serve to add more corpses to the pile. Oh, I should tell you. I heard someone in town witnessed Roger's abduction. He may have some inkling of where the creatures took the boy. Pray, do what you can to bring Rog back to us.
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day. Isn't that unusual?
What? This again? I am aware of the situation, sir. I feel bad for the lad, but I don't have time to go chasing after every child who goes missing. Monsters are a fact of life in these parts. It is not the first time they've preyed on some poor villager, and it shan't be the last. There's nary a thing I can do about it.
Aye, I met Roger by the cenotaph, on the eastern side of town. He had what looked like a bundle of grass with him, only he was carrying it as though 'twere of the greatest import. When I asked what he was doing with it, he would say no more than 'twas a secret. So I told him to get home safe, and we parted ways. Yet no sooner had I turned my back than I heard him scream. I charged to his aid, but a wolf was already scarred. Poor lad. His cries haunt me even now. Pray help him if you can, sir. He deserves a better fate than this.
Poor Rog. He truly is a lovely boy. He's always helping Morris in his shop. And he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way and put them up for me. Oh, I still recall his smile when he told me about the beautiful flower bed he tends to on the outskirts of town. Oh, Rog, will I e'er see your smile again? I suppose I can only hope.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
You blighter.
Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we leave the charge.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
Of course.
Our priority is to douse those flames.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come to one scathe.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Mayhap the flower bed will offer some clue as to Roger's whereabouts. I can guide you there if you wish. come over here? I've got a good feeling about this one.
As a matter of fact, now that I think on it, none in our party are healers.
Battle may be trying without someone to cure our wounds. But for now, we shall just have to manage.
Saw fit to camp here, 'twould seem.
The sun is yet to set. We could rest here now, or press on a while longer.
A new destination calls to you, I take it. Say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us.
There will be other opportunities. Now, let's follow. We achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Once more!
How might we approach yon spire?
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it? An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
I knew it to be so. The sun descends. Night will be upon us.
There's a hobgoblin!
Flame will accomplish little against this foe.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Most impressive, Master.
Forge to grow over country. Our foe is not yet routed.
Huzzah! You've done it!
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. No.
Whenever I see so much as a gleam of treasure, I cannot help but want to claim it. However far it may be from our home.
I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work.
What's going on? How did I get here? I remember. The wolves. How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. Thank you. How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your help? I suppose he must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
Got to keep it together.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Take a look while you're here, eh?
Here at last.
Got to keep it together.
Rog? Rog, is that you, my boy?
Hello, Grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
I'm very sorry, Grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I am truly in your debt. Pray, take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness, but I hope you will accept it all the same. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for saving me.
That was certainly worthwhile.
A job well done.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
I don't believe I had any visitors today. Begone! I have no hospitality to extend toward one bereft of decorum. What could this mean? You incompetent fool.
Tis good to be reunited.
Apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if...
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? No? Oh, I suppose that's just as well. Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. You want me to run some sort of test on this? Determine what manner of substance 'tis? Interesting. Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity. Whatever your reasons, I'll take a look. Naturally, I'll need a bit of time with it. Come back again in... oh, I don't know. Later.
Need anything?
Looking to gain entry to Myrddin's manor, are you? Good luck. First, he'll sweep you a look from head to toe. Then he'll ask that how you present yourself when visiting someone, and slam the door in your face. That ponce. You'd think he'd know not to expect noble manners from us common folk.
Ah, there you are. You've come at a good time. I've just finished running those tests. I must ask, where did you acquire that concoction? 'Tis a fell thing you got there. To be plain, 'tis more poison than physic. It has the potential to heal one's ailments, certainly. But only if they could survive long enough, which isn't likely. Worse still, it has addictive properties that are likely to cause the patient to become dependent on its deadly effects. I say patient, but I should hope whoever made this did not intend it as a method of treatment. You'd have to be well and truly mad to attempt such a thing.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Sir Myrddin stopped taking visitors after his lady wife passed. He's not the friendliest of neighbors, though I can't think he's a bad sort.
I don't believe I had any visitors today. My interest is piqued. Very well. You may enter. Now then, what business have you with me? Could it be you have come to learn of my magic, I wonder how you shall fare. Many are those who have knocked at my door only to walk away broken and defeated. Perhaps you would allow me to test your resolve? Bring me the grimoires I yet lack. I will not demand that you gather them all. A few shall suffice to prove your determination. Have you found any grimoires? You know not where they are. I shall divulge but one location. I have heard tell that a volume was espied in Melve, a village assailed by the dragon, mind you. Who's to say what might have become of it?
I seem to recall leaving just...
Is there aught I can help you with, sir? Oh, if you're looking for Lubomir, his condition deteriorated, to the point that he had to be moved to the basement sick room. He's not allowed visitors, I'm afraid, not even family. Even we're not allowed to go see him. No need to worry, though. The Abbess is tending to him personally. She'll nurse him back to full health, I'm sure of it.
At last! The moment...
The patients in this room must not be disturbed. The patients in this room must not...
I need it.
Oh, someone help me. Jahan?
The patients in this room must not...
Chaos in the world begins with...
I fear I've much to attend to.
Is there aught I can help you with? Oh, if you're looking for Lubomir, he's not allowed visitors, I'm afraid. No need to worry. The patients in this room must not be disturbed.
What are you doing?
Unhand me this instant.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Elena is being questioned as we speak. Suffice to say, your testimony, combined with the evidence you've procured, have cast a great deal of suspicion upon the Abbess that she isn't like to shake. Pray have this, sir. 'Tis your reward for aiding us in our duty to this city.
What business have you here?
No, no, you don't. You're not allowed in here.
Our soldiers need better training. What business have you here?
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me.
Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty.
I was not prepared for this.
This is quite a quandary.
Plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? The Watchhead refused, and rightly so. But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night, and I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask me.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
You came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Still looking? Well, you'll know her at a glance, I'm sure. She looks just like me.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to...
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
I must confess, I'm rather lost.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And a flower from Melve seems just the thing. And she was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Shall return directly.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, What say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little dwelling's all yours now. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell. Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I? I'm always willing to lend a helping.
No escape.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigour.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller. What would you of me? I'll have no trouble. Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a mock.
They say the Sovereign was bathed in the dragon's fell flame, such that his countenance was burned.
Wish me to return? At once, Master.
Home at last.
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
'Tis done, for good or ill. As to which, that is surely a matter of perspective.
'Tis a relief to be home safe and sound. I only hope the blue sunbright lifts Mother's spirits. What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
To think the lady here has been supporting the Gracious Hand for so long. I must find a way to thank her. Are all the nobles so kind? I can't wait to tell everybody at the Gracious Hand that I met the lady who gave us the book with the pretty flower.
This way, if you please.
What's going on?
Doesn't seem right, this.
I'm afraid not.
I took you for a kinder sort than that. Seems you won't be swayed. A shame, that.
I've naught to say to the likes of you.
Seems you won't be swayed.
This way, if you please, Master.
Good tidings to you. Are you the Arisen, perchance? Aye, I thought you might be the one. My husband spoke of you, you see. 'Tis through him I hear much of the gossip going around town. I suppose you're here to see him. You'll have to come another day, I fear. He's been sent out on a mission, and I can't say when he'll return. 'Tis a perilous mission at that. I've heard he is to fell a Dullahan at the Ildua's resting place. I worry for him. I do hope he'll fare all right. Oh, Sir Ludolf, you say? Aye, we're acquainted. He's been coming around oft of late. As I recall, his visit started just before Gregor was given his new assignment. Why are you asking me about him? Does this have aught to do with my husband? What? No. You mean... not my Gregor? Sir Arisen, I beg of you. You must save my husband. You will be repaid, I swear it. No amount of gold can compare to his life. Just please, save him. Oh, thank goodness. Pray, go to him at once. My husband's life is in your hands, sir.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
You? What are you doing here?
Gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
What's this? Where's the fiend gone? Has it fled? I can hardly believe it.
I fought a Dullahan and she'll live to tell the tale. But, fie! I've just remembered. See, I hadn't thought I'd return alive, but I didn't want to worry my wife when I departed. So I took a letter with me just in case, and when the tide of battle threatened to overwhelm us, I sent a runner to bear it to my wife, mere moments before your arrival. It would be an awkward thing for her to read my final farewell, only for me to arrive on the morrow, fit as a fiddle. Though I dare say she'd forgive me. Oh, 'twill be a blessing enough to see her again. I can ask for no more than that. Right, I'd best be off, if I'm to make it home before that letter arrives. Oh, and if I've not said it yet, thank you, sir. I'm well and truly in your debt.
Sir Arisen, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us.
You've my humblest gratitude, sir. If not for you, I'd ne'er have made it home. Still, I doubt this is the last we'll be hearing from Sir Ludolf. He's not like to admit defeat after only one attempt. Where will I be sent next, I wonder?
Have you not heard, my love? Sir Ludolf has fallen deathly ill.
He has?
Aye, he was poisoned. From the tell of it, 'twas concealed in a gift. A bottle of wine or some such. But I suppose 'tis not so surprising. A dastardly man like that must have had no shortage of enemies.
True enough. I'm sure no few held a grudge against him for all he's done.
Indeed. Perhaps one might call this his just deserts.
'Twas a glorious feat defending Ser Gregor from the Dullahan. May he and his wife live out their lives in peace.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
How kind of you.
I thank you.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see that true the item you requested is complete. Here you are. Use it well. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
A forgery? I wonder whether we'll find a purpose for it.
'Tis nigh indistinguishable from the genuine article. That fact alone means it has potential.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the Jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I fear we have done Sir Offalv an unkindness. May he find the strength to weather his troubles.
A cheerless outcome for all involved.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the Jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to which, you see, in my line of work, trust is paramount. And so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store.
Follow my lead.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this Jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here. Ah, you again.
What is it? The appraisal's not yet done, and I must needs concentrate.
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This jadeite orb is indeed the genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory. And I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.